بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته, brothers and sisters. How are you? Today we're gonna make the part 2 of Ayat al-Nur in Surah al-Nur. So last time we stopped by uh, the definition or the difference between the light and the glowing, which it is in Arabic the diya and the nur. When Allah say nur, what he means, and when Allah say diya, what he means. If you wanna refresh your memory, you can see part 1. Okay, so today inshallah we will be going on and entering Ayat al-Nur. So Ayat al-Nur, Allah say Allahu Nur. This is the first of it. Allahu Nur, Allah is light. And so Allah is light. And in another hadith Qudsi, Allah says, لا تسبوا الدهر فأنا الدهر. Don't curse the time because I am the time. So now if you take a look, Allah saying that He is the time, and Allah saying that He is the light. And if you took a closer look at these two objects which Allah chose it for Himself, the light which getting represented by the photons, and the time which nobody can, we just can make theories about it, but we cannot do anything or discover it. So these two mysterious objects, Allah put it as an example for him. So the light and both of the objects are connected, because in the relativity theory of Einstein, he's saying that the more you travel, like if you reach it to the speed of light, you see the speed of light, what happened? The time will stop. And if you increased it, like if you travel by double the speed of light, you will go back in time, like you will go to the past. And this theory, by the way, it got proven. They brought two watches, and it is atomic watches, which is so accurate, and they made it exactly matching together, and they put one clock or watch on Earth and the other one in a high speed aeroplane. And this aeroplane was speeding up, so like more than the speed of the sound, I think 2 Mach or 3 Mach. And then they matched the two watches again, and they were shocked when they found out that the difference, the one in the aeroplane was late than the one on Earth. That means that the time was slow on the aeroplane, because the aeroplane was so speeding high. So this was a proof that this theory is 100% right. So if you take a look at these two objects, you will find the light and the time are connected, and Allah saying that He is light and He is time. So that was like a small explanation first about like why Allah say that He is a light. So Allah saying in the Holy Quran, Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. He is the light of the sky and the earth. Mathalu nurihi, the example, an example for His nur. Mishkatin fiha misbah. Mishka is the like a window, but it doesn't have, like you cannot see through, like it is a hole in the wall, which we put the lantern in it. كمشكاة فيها مصباح. It has a lantern inside. المصباح في زجاجة, and this lantern is inside a glass. المصباح في زجاجة. الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري. The glass itself is not an ordinary glass. It is by itself, it is so shining. دري, كوكب دري, a planet which shine from light. And دري also, darra, we say لله ضرك, لله ضرك, like for Allah what you made of khairat, like whatever you give, it is for Allah. Dar, lillahi darruka. So dar, which coming from durray, or durray coming from dar, this is the opposite of rad. Like in Arabic language, when it is a verb or a noun of 2 letters or 3 letters, sometimes when you make the letters opposite also, like instead of the dal and ra, it will be ra and dal, so it will be the opposite also, the opposite of the word. So darra, the opposite of it, just put the ra instead of the dal, so it will be radda. Darra means giving, and radda means holding. So Allah saying that the glass itself, it is so good that it give by itself light. دري, كوكب دري, يوقد من شجرة مباركة. It is it's powered. يوقد means powered by. يوقد من شجرة مباركة. It is powered by a very holy tree. زيتونة, this holy tree is زيتونة, like olive tree. لا شرقية ولا غربية. It is neither eastern nor western. That means like this has 2 opinions. First they say that it is neither eastern nor western tree. That means that the sun on it all the time. And this is real, that when the olive tree all the time getting the sun, the olives of it, it come out so good, like it will be the high quality, the highest quality of the olive tree, the one which taking the sun all the time. So لا شرقية ولا غربية. And another also opinion of the explanation, that the light which is giving, because this the rest of the ayah that says زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية, يكاد زيتها يضيء ولم تمسسه نار. The oil of it is almost glowing, even though it doesn't have fire touched, like no fire touched it. So يكاد زيتها يضيء ولم تمسسه نار. So the other opinion of the eastern or western, that the light itself, like there is something in the physics called, or cosmology called, the redshift and the blue shift. The redshift is when the objects are so far from Earth and you see it, so it comes to you in a redshift, like the light, they give it like a line, and on the left side it is red, on the right side it is blue. So if the light of it coming to the right side, which is bluish, that means that the object is near to us. The object which we are looking at it with the telescopes, it's near to us. If it's little bit or like tilted to the left side, which is the redshift, so that means that the light is far from us, and this is how they know how far the stars and the galaxies from Earth, according to the ratio to the east. Now we will be saying it with the alfaz or the words of the Holy Quran, like the east side, which is the blue shift, or the west side of redshift. So it is in the middle. Allah, when He say neither eastern neither western, so according to, like, if we want to apply the science on it, it will be greenish because the side in the middle between the red and the blue, so it is green. So Allah is kind of like describing even the light of it is falling in which category. Green. يكاد زيتها يضيء ولم تمسسه نار. So يكاد زيتها يضيء, and this one which يكاد زيتها يضيء ولم تمسسه نار, the oil of it is almost glowing. يضيء, see, يضيء, not ينير. In the previous, in part 1, I explained to you يضيء, that it is glowing, and ينير, like it has light, it can emit rays, you can detect it with some kind of devices, but there is light there, but your eyes cannot see it. And also including the glow also, like it is wider meaning. So Allah say يكاد زيتها يضيء, it's almost glowing, but it has light, but you cannot see it by your eyes. It's emitting light, it is emitting light, but you cannot see it by your eyes. And this light which is getting emitted, it's almost glowing. It's almost glowing, like it's almost you can see it or detect it by your eyes. And even so, this chlorophyll, they call it in the science chlorophyll fluorescent, and NASA has a whole map of chlorophyll fluorescent or chlorophyll glowing. They can detect it with some kind of cameras through the satellites. So this يكاد زيتها يضيء ولم تمسسه نار, so it is almost glowing while it doesn't even have fire, which is like it's some kind of recipe, like how this light can be. It is without fire, it is coming. ولم تمسسه نار. And then Allah said something very important here, and very like full of miracles. When you, if you are a science person, He said نور على نور, light on top of light. And He didn't say ضياء على ضياء, like not glowing on top of glowing. He said نور على نور, means light on top of light. And when He say nur, He means even the light, the invisible light, which is the photons. So نور على نور, light on top of light. And this is a scientific fact or scientific condition for the light. They call it entanglement. Entanglement is a scientific condition for the light, that two photons, if they are entangled with each other, entangled means like one on top of another, entangled. If they are entangled together, they can transfer data immediately at the same moment. They can transfer data in no time. For example, if we want to send a signal to somebody on the moon, for example, the signal will reach, the message will reach to him because the message go with the speed of light. So the speed of light, it will take like 2.5 seconds. If it's somebody on near to the sun, like if we like made example, so it will take 8 minutes to reach him. The signal will take 8 minutes to reach him. And also if he was on Mars, I think it will take 24 minutes or something like this. 24 minutes to reach to Mars. But this one, immediately, even if it was in the other side of the universe, immediately it goes, the message goes, if they are in entanglement mode or condition. So as Allah saying, like in a indirect way, that He control everything, or everything respond to Him or to His will in no time, immediately. Like there is no time for the message to come from Allah to the objects or to the to the things which Allah want them to be done. No, right away, once he say it reach at the same moment. Even Einstein, when they discovered this at the start, he refused it. He said, "No, Allah doesn't play with dice." Like he think that this is like something weird, like it is not right. And later, when it become proven, and he approved it, he didn't have any other way except approving it because he tested it himself and he found it is true. He said it is like kind of spooky effect. Spooky effect. Like he got scared of what he found. So this is the miracle of when Allah say light on top of light. Like he control everything immediately. So that was the scientific part of the explanation of Ayat al-Nur. I hope everyone understand it, and I hope I could deliver the message in a right way. And if you have any questions, I'm so willing and I love to answer any questions. Just put it in the comments below and I will see it and I will respond to it, and I even can make a video for it. Okay, so if you have any questions, in any science or any field, I will be inshallah making, like, either replaying you in the comments, or if the explanation will take, like, the comments will not be a good place to answer, so I will make a video for it. Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope you guys understand everything. And the zakat of the ilm is tablighu, like the zakat, when you want to make zakat from the ilm, you pass it on. So if you like it, just share the video also. Okay, and thank you very much, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.